Hi guys, it's Lynn here. Hope you're having a brilliant day. Now today guys, I'm going to be harvesting some cactus seed from my Mammillaria cactus, or one of my Mammillaria cacti. And this is one that my wonderful fiance Hans gifted to me as a wonderful gift. It was an amazing Mammillaria that he got probably a few weeks ago now, and I made a video at the time of our wonderful new Mammillaria. I'm not quite sure exactly what type it is because Mammillaria is a massive genus of cacti, but I'll be able to know more what it is when it flowers and I shall be able to properly ID it. And thank you all guys for your sort of suggestions of what ID it could be on the last video of that. And it came already with cactus seed on it. And now it's ready for the harvesting, and I'm going to show you how to do it if you have seed pods on your Mammillaria cacti. Now I've made a few, in fact I've made a lot of harvesting cactus seeds on my YouTube channel over the past years. So I'm going to link a playlist to all the different types of cacti that you can grow, and also the many different types of how to harvest a seed. Some cacti produce fruit seed. Seed pods that are sort of more like a fruit, and some of them produce more like pods that are more drier, and it all depends on the type of cactus you've got. But I've made so many videos guys, so do check the playlist out on how to harvest all the many different types of cacti seeds that you get on your cacti. So do check that playlist out up above, and also put it at the end screens of this video. And I've harvested Mammillaria seeds before, mainly on some of my Mammillaria spinosissima cacti, and it is the same procedure. So you may have seen a similar video to this before, but I just wanted to share this one, a bit of a video vlog. And if you're watching this for the first time, just to help you to know how to harvest the seed and when to know when it's ready. So here we go guys. Now, we have here, this is my newest edition, as I say, my wonderful fiance Hans got for me, and it's a beautiful Mammillaria, and again not 100% correctly being able to ID it. I've got an idea what it possibly could be, but until it actually flowers, hopefully this year, I'm not going to know. But it already came with seed pods on it already. As you can see, there's one there that's a little bit overripe. That's lovely and pink and juicy, and I say juicy because all cacti fruit is edible. Some people say, can you eat the fruit, the seeds? And you can. I mean, they're very tiny on plants like this, cacti like this, so you wouldn't get much for to fill your belly, but they're all edible, except if you're obviously the type that use chemicals on your cacti, then I wouldn't recommend eating the fruit in that case because it can be a little bit harmful. But if you sort of treat them naturally, I mean, I only ever use neem oil and rubbing alcohol and on my cacti succulents now to treat with pests. So it's pretty safe as well to eat the fruit. But I won't be eating the fruit on these. One, because they're too tiny, and I just love to harvest seed. So very excited about this. And as I say, I have made a video on harvesting Mammillaria cacti seed in the past as well. So I'll also link that at the end of this video too, just different examples of different Mammillaria cacti. And you'll know when they're ready for the picking because they sort of go very pink like that. When they first start to get pollinated, the fruit, Mammillaria cacti are sort of a little bit different in the sense that the fruit will just sort of pop out suddenly, literally overnight. Usually with cacti, when the flowers get pollinated, it can take a long time to see if it's a success, and also a long time for them to ripen. Mammillaria can be quite quick. Suddenly you just realise that it's in flower, and the next minute you check and all these new little fruit pods have popped up. But you'll know when they are ready to ripe because they'll sort of be, when you touch them, they feel very soft, almost like a berry, because it is a berry in a way. And also it will come away easy when you pluck them out. You can leave them till they go a little bit drier, as in this case here, and you start to actually see the seed actually in there when it goes sort of like brownish, and the filling inside the fruit sort of dries up. The seed itself is 100% safe and okay. It doesn't harm to better to leave it overripe than if you're not quite sure. And as I say, they usually start off a little green or yellow, then they go fully pink or red when they're ready to harvest for the picking, depending on the type of cactus that you have. And here, these are definitely ready for the picking. That one is overripe. And what I recommend you do with when you do go and pick the fruit off is it's always good to use a pair of tweezers, because if you try and go in with your hands, not only will you probably get yourself pinched, it'd be quite painful, but also the fact it's just easier to get in without damaging the plant. If you just pull them out, sometimes you can cause a little bit of damage to the plant. So first of all, and make sure you use clean tweezers as well. I've sterilised these with rubbing alcohol. I'm going to pick this one out. And as I say, you'll know if it doesn't come away easy, then you know that it's not ready to actually harvest. It comes away easy like that, as you can see there. And what I've done here, I've got a little paper towel because Mammillaria fruit is juicy and it has got fruit. It is a fruit inside. I have to then spread this across, wait for it to dry, and then the seed will come away easily. Some cactus seed, as for example Astrophytum, will just form into a dry seed pod, and then the seed just comes out pretty much dry. But with Mammillaria and a lot of the cacti, it is actually forming into more of a juicy fruit. And as it comes out, if it doesn't come out easy, then I definitely would leave it on for longer. And here we go here. Carefully don't pluck out the spines, obviously. There, it just comes out really easy, like a little sheath. Very good there. And as you can see, you can actually see the seed in there. I'm just going to show you a little bit in there also. And then what I'm going to do then is I'm going to split these open and then spread them across on the paper towel to allow them to dry. Now this actually has got a couple more seed pods just forming right underneath, for example, but they're not ready yet. They'll suddenly pop up probably the next few days and carry on harvesting them. But that's 3 there. I'm going to show you then how to separate the seed from the pulp. Now, so what I have here is a paper towel. I always have a little funnel because once the seeds have been dried, I then find it easier then to put it into the little baggie. And sometimes the seeds are so small, it's easy to just lose them. But if I put them through the funnel, they go into the baggies. That's a little tip. And also, I use these little baggies and I label, obviously, what type of cactus it is and the date I've harvested it. In this case, it's going to be March 2020. And cactus seeds, once you've harvested them, they will usually keep for up to several years. Obviously, the fresher they are, the more chance of more seeds germinating, but they will keep up to several years. The most important is that you keep the seeds, if you're not sowing them straight away, is that you keep the seeds in a sort of a dry, away from humidity, because obviously dampness could make them go mouldy. So in this case, this little bag is ideal in a cool and dry place. You can use paper envelopes as well, whichever's better, but cool and dry is the most important place to keep them fresh. And I'm going to be obviously not sowing these probably till a bit later on in the year. I've got a few seeds I've been sowing lately. You've probably been seeing the video. So these are going to be probably in a few weeks, I think. Now all you have to do is going to move the little Mammillaria away there. As I say, there's the 3 seeds here. You just need to split the pod. Now you can use a little tiny sharp object. In this case, I'm going to use my thumbs. Just split it open. And as I say, yet the fruit is edible. So you can even eat the little fruit after you've got the seed. Look at the seed in there, guys. Isn't that great? And all you do, I find the easiest way is just literally just spread it across onto the paper towel. A white paper towel is easier because you can see the seeds easier there. And a little bit more. Let's check this all out. It's one little tiny. So the seeds are really tiny, and I wouldn't recommend doing this outside. I'd do it indoors because even on a really calm day where there's not much wind, you'd be surprised these seeds are so light that they'll just blow away. They really will. So do this in a indoors, not outside where the wind can blow them away. So that's the one done there. And just leave that aside and then spread it out. So you just want to spread them out, and this will dry probably in half an hour. It'll be totally dry, and then I can rub it and it'll separate away from the towel. Quite a lot of seed in there for a tiny pod. And then there's this one here. Again, really crack it open. There, lovely juicy fruit. And people say, what do cactus fruit taste like? Well, they all taste a little bit different. I have tasted quite a few over the years. Mammillaria fruit is usually a little bit like berries, a bit like a raspberry. Sometimes they can be quite tasteless, it just depends, but they usually are a little bit sweet. Sometimes they can be very tasty too, and sometimes they can be taste a bit like gooseberries. So yeah, a little more seed on there also. And I love harvesting seeds. And you know, if you haven't got seed pods already on your plants and you want to know how to pollinate your cactus flowers, I've made many videos on how to pollinate cactus flowers to get seed. So do also check that out as well. I've made a playlist on that, and I'll link that up above now, and also at the end of this video. Because with spring here, as good as here, or very nearly here, then you will probably find that your cacti and succulents, hopefully if they're given good light, should start to come into flower over the next few weeks and months or so, all over the spring and summer, if you're in the northern hemisphere like I am. And have a go at pollinating yourself. It's fun, guys. I can't take credit for these seed pods because it already had him on when I got this cactus, but obviously I've pollinated lots of my own cacti and succulents over the years with great success, I have to say. Lots of seedlings too. And there we go. So just spread it all out, and it's very easy to do. And that's it. Make sure that they're all on there. Now what I'm going to be doing now is just going to be leaving this to dry, probably for about half an hour. You want to make sure that the pulp is completely dry, and then just I'm going to be gently wiping the seeds away and then putting them into the baggies. Now there we go, I've left it about half an hour now. As you can see, the seed is completely dry on the paper towel. So now this is the exciting bit, putting it into the little baggie. And as I say, I've labelled it with the date and everything and what it is. And these little funnels are great. I mean, you get them from some of the chemist shops. This one was from an aromatherapy website. I'm a aromatherapist as well, so this is quite handy. This is what I usually use to mix my little lotions and potions up. And there we go. Stops the seed. If you just put the seeds with your fingers and put them into the bag, it's easy for them to fall off, and they're so hard to find again. It's a good little tip here. Just move the little mummy mammillaria away. And what you want to do then is very gently with your finger, just loosen up the seeds. They're pretty much loose anyway, just to make sure that they're completely come away from all of the pulp here. And then I then do is fold it up. You want to push as many of the little seeds into the middle as you can. And the reason why I've got a plate underneath is that it's inevitable that you're going to get some that are going to fall off the paper towel, and if they go onto the floor you're never going to find them. So if they fall at all, they're going to go back onto the plate, and easy to find on a plate that's either a brightish colour. Don't use a black plate because it's going to be hard to see. White is probably better, but in this case the orange one will work as well. And there they go, they're all loose, very easy. Mammillaria seeds are very easy to harvest in my experience compared to a lot of the cacti. Sometimes the big epiphyllum ones are usually the hardest because there's a lot of pulp in them. And all you want to do then is this, fold it up. And there we go, just tap it in. And then all you can do then is just gently loosen any that are still on the towel. They all fall down the little chute. Very easy. Easy peasy, like so. And that's them all there. As I say, if there's any fall onto the plate, you can just gently pick them up then with your fingers. Tap them all in. And that's it, easy peasy. That's all you really have to do. It's not easy, guys. So there we go. Very happy to say that's the Proud Mommy, and that's the seeds, and I look forward to sowing them in the coming weeks. And guys, I hope you found that useful. If you want to know if you've got fruit pods on your Mammillaria cacti or any of your cacti, do check out the many playlists I've done on the different types of cacti and how to harvest them individually. I say links to that playlist are up above also, and also at the end of this video. And guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to know a little bit more on how to grow cacti and succulents, then please do check out my website, desertplantsofavalon.com. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done already, and also click that notification bell, ding ding. So I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and as always, tons and tons of plant power from across the Emerald Isle. And until my next video, bye. Bye. Thank you for harvesting my future babies.